Okay, hello everyone. My name is Rupini Gunalan and today I'm going to present a practical exercise 1. So this is the question that they given. Okay. Uh, the packet tracer is based on configure IPACS to mitigate attacks. Okay. So this is the topology that they given. And this is the packet tracer. And they also listed the addressing table. Okay. Okay. Uh, the objective for this practical exercise 1 is verify connectivity among devices before firewall configuration. Use ACLs to ensure remote access to the routers is available only for the management station PCC. Configure ACLs on the R1 and R2 to mitigate attacks. Verify ACL functionality. Okay, the background for the practical exercise 1 is access to the routers R1, R2, and R3 should only be permitted from PCC. The management station PCC is also used to connectivity testing to PCA, which is a server providing DNS, SMTP, FTP, and HTTPS services. Standard operating procedure is to apply ACS on the edge routers to mitigate common threats based on source and destination IP address. In this activity, you will create ACS on the edge routers R1 and R3 to achieve this goal. You will then verify ACS functionality from internal and external hosts. The routers have been pre-configured with the following, which is enable password, Cisco ENPA55, and the password for the console is Cisco CONPA55, and SSH logon username and password is SSH admin slash Cisco SSH PA55. IP addressing, routing, static routing. Okay, in part 1, they ask for verify basic network connectivity, which is verify network connectivity prior to configuring the IP ACS. Okay, step 1 from PCA, verify connectivity to PCC and R2. Okay, from the command prompt, ping PCC, which is the IP address of PCC is 192.168.3.3. Okay. Okay, now we go to the PCA. Desktop, command prompt. Okay. We ask to ping 192.168.3.3. Okay. 19. So now I copy the IP address they asked to ping. Okay. So we're waiting for the reply. So request timeout. Okay. Okay, we try to ping again to get 100% successful. Okay, here we're getting the reply successfully. Okay. Next they ask for the next they ask is from the command prompt establish an SSH session to R2 loopback 0 interface IP address that they given using username SSH admin and the password is Cisco SSH PA55. Okay, when finished, exit the SSH session. Okay. Okay, now we copy this command and paste it here. Okay, enter. Okay, they ask for the password. Okay, the password they given is Cisco SSH 55. We copy. Cisco SSH. We try once again. Cisco SSH. Okay, it's successful. Okay, as they mentioned, when finished, exit the SSH section. Okay, so now we exit. Okay, connection to 192 is closed by the foreign host. Okay, next is step 2 from PCC, verify connectivity to PCA and R2. We ask for the command prompt ping PCA, which is 192.168.1.3. Okay. Okay, now we go to the PCC desktop command prompt. Okay, now we're gonna ping. Okay, now we're gonna ping. Okay, PCC. Okay, we try it again. Okay, from here we can see we getting the reply and 100% successful. Okay, next is from the command prompt, establish an SSH session to R2 loopback 0 interface IP address given using username SSH admin and password is Cisco SSH PA55. Okay. Sorry, I'll read the wrong question. Okay. Close the SSH session when finish. Okay. Okay, this one is same as the step one we did. Just the okay, just we have to do it different session. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we have to we go to the PCC and the command is SSH L SSH admin okay and 192.168.2.1 enter, then it will ask for the password. Okay, the password is Cisco SSH P55. Okay, successful. And then once we finish, we want to exit. The connection to 192.168.2.1 is closed by the foreign host. Okay. Next question is establish another SSH section to R2 gigabit 0/0 interface. The IP address they given using username SSH admin and password Cisco SSH PA55. Okay. Next is we have to exit the SSH mode. So same command, but we have to change the IP address that they given, which is 209.165.200.225. Okay, the password they given is Cisco SSH P55. Okay, successful, and then when finished, exit the SSH section. Okay, so we have to exit it. Okay, we successfully exited. Next is open a web browser to the PCA server 192.168.1.3 to display the web page. Close the browser when done. Okay. Okay, now we go to the PCA. Here we go to web browser. Okay, then we have to enter this IP address. I copy it and paste it here. Okay, so welcome to the Breakage 6S, the best thing is. Okay, here we can see it. Okay, so now the web browser is visible here. Okay, once finished, we close it, the web browser. Okay. Okay, next question. Next is part 2, secure access to routers. Okay, step 1, configure ACL to 10 to block all the remote access to the routers except from PCC. Okay, use the access list command to create a number IP ACL on R1, R2, and R3. Okay, so now we go to the R1. CLI. The password is Cisco. Cisco. Okay, now we have to change it to config D. Okay, so the access list is we want to 10 host okay. Okay, 10 permit host. The IP address is 192.168.3.3. Hit enter. Okay, we done in R1, so the same thing we're gonna do in R2 and R3. So R1, R2, CLI, we have to Google, Cisco, 55, access list, 10, permit tools, 192.168.3.3. Okay. Next is we're gonna do in R3. UI, 55. Cisco, access list, permit, whose IP address is 192.168.3. Enter. Okay. Okay. So next is he asked is apply Asia 10 to increase traffic on the VTY lines. Use the access class command to apply the access list to incoming traffic on the VTV lines. Okay, so now we go to the R1 and make it line VTV VTY04, and then you have to access class and in, then we can exit from here. Okay, to view this access class access list, we can type the command to show access. So here we can see the payload listed 10 permit host 192.168.3.3. Now we're gonna do the same thing in R2 and R3. Okay, R2. Line VTY 0 4 access class in exit, and to view the access list, show access list. So here also we're getting the 10 permit host 192.168.3.3. Okay, then lastly we're going to do in R3 line VTY04 access plus exit, and to view the access list, do show access list. So here also we're getting the table permit host, we can see here. Okay. Okay, next is step 3. Verify exclusive access for the management station PCC. Okay, the first question is establish an SSH session to 192.168.2.1 from PCC. Okay, the given is should be successful. Okay, uh, okay, now we go to PCC command from. Okay, we have to switch to the SSH mode, but the IP address is different, which is this one. Okay, copy this. Okay, we ask for the password. Okay, the password is uh, okay, so show successful. Okay, then we can exit. Okay, next is I ask for establish an SSH session to 209.165.200.225 from PCC. So it is also shows should be successful. Okay, we copy this IP address here. Then we change it to SSH mode. Then paste the IP address. Password is Cisco SSH P55. Okay, it is also successful. Okay, then we can exit from here. Okay, next is establish an SSH session to 192.168.2.1 from PCA. So it shows should fail. Okay. Okay, we copy this IP address first. Then we go to PCA. Okay. Enter. Okay, here shows connection refused by remote host. Okay, it shows unsuccessful for this. Okay, fail because we did the ACL10 which is blocked from R1, R2 and R3. So PCC can communicate here while PCA cannot exit from this interface which is router 1 to entry because we have already blocked the PCs. Okay, so okay, next is part 3. Create a number IPACL 120 on R1. Okay, create an IPACL numbered 120 with the following rules. Permit any outside host to access DNS, IST, SMTP, and FTP services on server PCA. Deny any outside host access to the HTTPS services on PCA. Permit PCC to access R1 via SSH. Okay, so in step 1, uh, we have to verify that PCC can access the PCA via HTTPS using the web browser. So we have to be sure to disable HTTP and enable HTTPS on server PCA. Okay, so now we have to go to PCA services. Okay, here we can see the HTTP is on, so we have to disable it off. Then the HTTPS is on already, so we have to set it on. Okay. Okay, we done this. Okay. Next is in step 2, they ask to configure ACL 122 specifically permit and deny the specified traffic. Use the access list command to create a number IP ACL. Okay, now we have to go to R1. We have to enter password, which is Cisco. Okay. Okay, now we have to config change to config mode, and then we have to access list more access list question mark. So they ask to access list 120. 120. I make it permit question mark. So it's come out now, and so we UDP any host, the IP address which is 192.168.1.3, as we can see in this question addressing table. Okay, PCA IP address. Okay. And permit EQ domain. Enter. Okay. Okay, we've done this part. Okay. Next is we have to do it to the DNS server. We're gonna access list 20 permit. Okay, TCP any host. Okay, the DNS IP address is 192.168.1.3. Okay. Okay, so 192 192.168.1.3 EQ SMTP. Then we have to change another one is SMTP, change it to the FTP. Okay. Okay, now we have to deny any outside host access to HTTPS service on PCA. So we have to Okay, we have to make it cannot any outside host access to the HTTPS. So access list list 120 question mark. So we have to take the host question mark uh, any host slash uh, TCP missing destination address. Any host. Okay, the IP address is 192.168.1.3. The EQ is under 443. Enter. Okay, now permit PCC to access R1 via SSH. Okay. Okay, for this one,
It's a single decision.
we can see here, it's only single source force, which is for R1. We don't need to put any command, so we can just type access list 120 permit so okay, we choose TCP host. The IP address for PC is 192.168.1.3. So okay, so we choose host. Okay, then we have to see the IP address for R1 S0/0/0/TCE, which is IP address 10.1.1.1. Okay, so we have to type here 10.1.1.1. Okay. Okay, then we have to mark. Okay, for the port number is 22. Okay, enter. Okay. Okay. Next is apply the ACL to interface S0/0/0. Use the IP access group command to apply the access list to incoming traffic on the interface S0/0/0. Okay. First of all, we have to change it to interface S0/0/0. Enter. Then access. Okay, we have to type IP group 120E. Okay, enter. Okay, why we have to type in, because the ACL configure most by PC direction. So from here to this side, so that the meaning for we need to type in. Okay. Next is in step 4, they ask to verify the PCC cannot access PCA via HTTPS using the web browser. Okay. Um, Now we have to go to PCC web browser. Okay. So we just have to enter the command 192.168.1.3, enter. So here they ask to change it to HTTP to HTTPS. So go. Here we can see the request timeout. Okay, as they stated, cannot access for PCA. Okay, so shows request timeout, we can access. Okay, so the next question is part 4, modify and exiting ACL on R1. Okay, in step 1, verify the PCA can successfully ping the loopback interface on R2. Okay, and now we have to go to PCA. Okay, desktop. Okay, gonna the IP for loopback. The IP address for loopback. Okay, which is 192.168 2.1. Okay, 192.168 2.1. Okay, we're waiting for the reply. Request timeout. Request timeout. Request timeout. Okay. Okay, we can see there this is shows request timeout, which is the pinging is unsuccessful. Okay, so the next question is okay, make any necessary changes to ACL 122 permit and deny the specified traffic. Use the access list command to create a number IP ACL. Okay. Okay, now we have to go to R1. Okay, we can exit from here. Okay, then we have to okay, we have to access list command 120 permit 120 permit. Okay, we have to choose ICMP. Okay, then we have to choose any host, anything we can choose. Then we have to choose any destination host also. Again, any. Then then we have to choose the echo reply. Okay. And after that, we can just enter it. Okay. Another one, we have to delete the echo reply. Then we have to set it unreachable because it's asked uh, we asked to permit echo reply and destination unreachable messages. So we have to type here, then enter. And they also ask to deny all other incoming RCMP packets. So access list key deny ICMP any, then we can enter. Okay, after that we have to copy the previous command, then we have to delete the ICMP, then change it to IP. Okay, then you can click enter. Okay, so next is verify step 3. Verify that PCA can successfully ping that loopback interface on R2. Okay. Now we have to go to PCA. Okay. We have to ping here. So we have to ping 192.168.2.1. Okay, now we are getting the reply. Okay. Okay. So then the next question is the part 5, create a number IP ACL 110 on R3. Okay, deny all the outbound packet with sources address outside the range of internal IP address on R3. Okay, now we have to go to R3, enter the password. Okay, then in step 1 they ask to configure ACR 110 to permit only traffic from the inside network. Use the access list command to create a number IP ACL. Okay, here we have to use the access list command. Access list will be given 110. Okay, 110. Sorry, I have to forgot to change IP config mode. Okay, then I have to use the access list command for this and 110. Okay, then permit. Okay, then I have to use any of the IP internet protocol, which is 192 IP any Internet Protocol 192.169 168.3.0. So we need to give the wildcard mask, which is 0.0.0.255. Okay, enter. Okay, once done this, the next they ask for step 2, apply the ACL to interface /1. Use the IP access group command to apply the access list to incoming traffic on interface /1. Okay, now we have to change it to interface gigabit 0/1. Okay, then IP access group. Okay, 110. Okay, then we can just enter it. After then this we can control we can exit from here. Okay, after then this we go to the part 6, which is last part. Okay, create a number IP ACL 100 on R3. On R3, block all packet containing the source IP addresses from the following pool of addresses: any RFC 1980 private addresses 127.0.0.0/8 and any IP LTKSI addresses. Since PCC is being used for remote administration, permit SSH traffic from the 10.0.0.0/8 network to return to the host PCC. Okay, for the step 1, configure ACL 100 to block all the specified traffic from the outside network. You should also block traffic source from your own internet address space. It is not on RFC 1980 address. In this activity, your internet address space is part of the private address space specified in RFC 1980. Okay, for this, use the access list command to create a number IP ACL. Okay. So now R3 we have to okay. We switch it to the access list. Okay, the given number is 100. We make it to the permit. Okay. Then we have to choose TCP, which is transmission control protocol. And then we have to enter the 110.0.0.0. Okay, then we have to enter the 0.255.255.255.255. Okay. Then we can type EQ, match only packets on a given port number. Okay, the port number that given is 22 22 host is 192.168.3.3. Enter. Okay. Okay, next is access list. 100 deny IP, which is 10.0.0.0 255.255 any. Okay. Then okay, so next is we have to same command, but we have to change the IP address and the okay, so the IP address is 172.16.10 and 0. 0.15.255.255. Okay, any. So we can enter. Okay, we did a little mistake here. Okay, next is same command, but different IP address. We have to change the IP address, which is 192.168.0.0, and then the mask is 0.0.255.255. Okay, any also enter. Then the next command is port is 127.0.0.0 is 0.255.255.255. Okay, any also. Okay, lastly, last one to change it, which is 224.0.0.0 15 255 255 255. Okay, enter. Okay, for the lastly, we have to change the access list 100 IP and okay, this one we have done. Okay, next is step 2, apply the ACL to interface 0.0/0/1. Use the IP access group command to apply the access list to incoming traffic on interface 0.0/0/1. Okay. Okay, now we have to change the interface as 0/0/1. Okay, enter. Then we have to IP access group 100 in, enter it. Okay, so next is they ask step 3, confirm that the specified traffic entering the interface 0.0/0/1 is added correctly. From the PCC command prompt, ping the PCA server. The ICMP echo reply are blocked by the ACL because they are sourced from the 192.168.0.0/60 address space. Okay. Now we have to go to PCC. Okay. PCC. command prompt. The IP address is 192.168.1.3. Enter. So we're waiting for the reply. Okay, say as request timeout. Okay, it is not really because of the block of ACL. Okay, then the next question is establish an SSH session to 192.168.2.1 from PCC. Okay, the machine should fail. Okay. Okay, so here we have to follow the change the SSH mode. Then we have to copy the IP address here. Paste. Enter. Okay, we were waiting for the reply. Okay, connection timeout. Remote host not responding. Okay, as they mentioned, it's the connectivity is failed. Okay, next is establish an SSH session to 209.165.200.225 should be successful. Okay, this one is the same command but the different address. We copy this address. And okay, they ask for the password. The password is SSH55. Okay, successful. Okay, show successful. Okay. The last is check results. Step 4 is check result. Your completion percentage should be 100%. Click the check results to see feedback and verification of which required components have been completed. Okay, so I think we have done this, but lastly we have to check the feedback. Okay, this one. Okay. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.